Hello friends, today we are going to learn the vegan MCQs of chapter number 2, Nutrition in Animals. Question number 1, given below from 1st to 4th are some food items. First, boiled and mashed potato. Second, glucose solution. Third, a slice of bread. Fourth, mustard oil. Which of the above will give blue-black color when tested with iodine? Part A, first and second. Part B, first and third. Part C, second and third. Part D, third and fourth. The answer is option part B, first and third. Iodine gives blue-black color with starch. The iodine test is used to identify the presence of starch in a food item. Potato is rich in starch. A type of carbohydrate, also bread, is a good source of starch. So when drops of iodine solution is poured on the surface bread or potato, you will be able to see the presence of blue-black color on the surface of the food item. This blue-black color indicates the presence of starch. Question number 2. Which of the following pair of teeth differ in structure but are similar in function? Part A, canines and incisors. Part B, molars and premolars. Part C, incisors and molars. Part D, premolars and canines. Answer is option B. Incisors are used for cutting and biting. Canines are used for piercing and tearing. Molars and premolars are used for chewing and grinding. Hence, the pair of teeth which differ in structure but perform similar functions are molars and premolars. Question number 3. Read carefully the terms given below. Which of the following set is the correct combinations of organs that do not carry out digestive functions? Part A, esophagus, large intestine, rectum. Part B, buccal cavity, esophagus, rectum. Part C, buccal cavity, esophagus, large intestine. Part D, small intestine, large intestine, rectum. Answer option A. No digestion takes place in esophagus, large intestine and rectum. Esophagus is the path through which food enters stomach from mouth. Excess of water present in food is absorbed in the large intestine. Undigested food is stored in rectum. Question number 4. The swallowed food moves downwards in the alimentary canal because of Part A, force provided by the muscular tongue. Part B, the flow of water taken with the food. Part C, gravitational pull. Part D, the contraction of muscles in the wall of food pipe. Answer is option D. The swallowed food moves downwards in the alimentary canal because of the contraction of muscles in the wall of food pipe. Food is pushed down by movement of the wall of the food pipe. Actually, this movement takes place throughout the alimentary canal and pushes the food downwards. This is known as peritrophy. It begins in the esophagus when food is swallowed. Question number 5. The acid present in the stomach. Part A, kills the harmful bacteria that may enter along with the food. Part B, protects the stomach lining from harmful substances. Part C, digests starch into simpler sugars. Part D, makes the medium alkaline. Answer is option part A. The hydrochloric acid is secreted by the inner walls of the stomach. The role of acid in the stomach are kills the harmful bacteria that may enter along with the food, makes the medium acidic which is required for the activation of digestive enzymes, soften the food for easy digestion. Question number 6. The finger-like outgrowths of amoeba help to digest food. However, the finger-like outgrowths of human intestine help to Part A. Digest the fatty food substances. Part B. Make the food soluble. Part C. Absorb the digested food. Part D. Absorb the undigested food. The answer is option C. The finger-like outgrowths in amoeba is called pseudopodia, which helps in capturing the food, whereas the finger-like outgrowth in the small intestine of humans is called villi, which helps in absorbing the digested food by increasing the surface area of the intestine. Question number 7. Read the following statements with reference to the villi of small intestine. First, they have very thin walls. Second, they have a network of thin and small blood vessels close to its surface. Third, they have small pores through which food can easily pass. Fourth, they are finger-like projections. Identify those statements which enable the villi to absorb undigested food. The inner wall of the small intestine has thousands of finger-like outgrowths. These are called villi. The villi increase the surface area for the absorption of the digested food. Each villus has a network of thin and small blood vessels close to its surface. The surface of the villi absorbs the digested food material and through the fluid connective tissue called blood circulate it throughout the body. Question number 8. The false feet of amoeba is used for Part A. Movement only. Part B. Capture of food only. Part C. Capture of food and movement. Part D. Exchange of gases only. Answer is option C. Amoeba constantly changes its shape and position. It pushes out one or more finger-like projections called pseudopodia or false feet for movement and capture of food. Question number 9. The enzymes present in the saliva convert Part A. Fats into fatty acid and glycerol. Part B. Starch into simple sugars. Part C. Proteins into amino acids. Part D. Complex sugars into simple sugars. Answer is option B. Our mouth has the salivary glands which secrete saliva. The saliva secretes an enzyme called salivary amylase, which not only moistens food but also helps to break down starch into sugars. Question number 10. Cud is the name given to the food of ruminants which is Part A. Swallowed and undigested. Part B. Swallowed and partially digested. Part C. Properly chewed and partially digested. Part D. Properly chewed and completely digested. The answer is option Part B. Swallowed and partially digested. The partially digested food in the rumen part of the stomach of ruminants, which includes sheep, cows, goats, bulls, ox, etc. is called cud. These animals after ingestion bring the cud back to the mouth in small lumps and chew the food thoroughly. Question number 11. Choose the correct order of terms that describes the process of nutrition in ruminants. Part A, swallowing, partial digestion, then chewing of cud and complete digestion. Part B, chewing of cud, then swallowing. After that, partial digestion, complete digestion. Part C, chewing of cud, swallowing, mixing with digestive juices and digestion. Part D, swallowing, chewing and mixing, partial digestion and then complete digestion. Answer is option part A. Grass-eating animals quickly swallow the grass and store it in a part of the stomach called rumen. Here the food gets partially digested and is called cud. But later the cud returns to the mouth in small lumps and the animal chews it. This process is called rumination. After this, the food is swallowed. Again, digestive juices mix with this food and complete digestion takes place. Question number 12. Cellulose-rich food substances are good source of roughage in human beings because Part A. Human beings do not have cellulose digesting enzymes. Part B. Cellulose gets absorbed in the human blood and converts into fibers. Part C. The cellulose digesting bacteria convert cellulose into fibers. Part D. Cellulose breaks down into smaller components which are digested as roughage. Answer is option A. Cellulose cannot be digested by humans as cellulose digesting enzymes are absent in the human alimentary canal. However, cellulose is needed as it adds to the volume of undigested food in the form of roughage, making the removal of fecal matter easier. Thank you, friends.